kept seeing a car go into the water. All day they've been showing me reruns in my mind of Adventures with Purpose. VP's gonna find her in the Prosser Lake.
We have found Kylie Rodney's vehicle. Again, our search for Kylie at Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st at 10.
There are plenty of questions and very few answers after 4 students at the University of Idaho were found murdered in their off-campus house.
It's like if you look at Ted Bundy's eyes and you look at his eyes, they're the same. Maybe a little bit lighter. The one thing that I keep seeing is curls. So I don't know if he has curly hair or wavy hair, and that might be when it's grown out. I think he elongated, like his face might be a little bit longer. There's a reference to a pointier type nose. He honestly looks a lot like Ted Bundy, but like a jacked up Ted Bundy. Like not as handsome. I keep getting like a security guard or a badge. Like a Brian or something like that. It's because they are going to catch him. Because I'm seeing him in an orange jumpsuit. He wasn't as smart as he thought he was. Okay. And he's probably going to go to jail for this eventually. I keep getting December. The name Richard again. I also get the name Rick. Damn name Allen is coming in again.
Jailed 50-year-old Richard Allen in connection with the double murder. Teen best friends Libby German and Abby Williams went hiking on a trail and never came home.
Done on November 20th, 2019 at 7:14 p.m. Quentin, but I'm seeing trash and I don't.
9:42 Wednesday morning. Quentin Simon's mom told 911 her little boy was gone.
I do keep hearing a trash truck though. Then I keep hearing the trash truck. It's almost, that's one thing I can't get rid of is the twisting of the trash bag. And so then I'm like, well, is he in the trash? Okay. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I do hear landfill could be the...
Well, new tonight, a heartbreaking search underway in Georgia for a missing toddler. Police are sifting through trash at a landfill for the remains of 20-month-old Quentin Simon.
And I felt like he was going to be found. That was earlier in the day.
A 3-year-old boy found alive and in good health.
And I said, like, within 3 miles, but I'm not seeing him being hurt, and I'm not seeing someone coming up and getting him.
And I said, were you alone? Yes.
The main 2 things I keep getting is the wooded area and the shed.
Well, to take cover in that shed.
Late into the night to find.
I see him running to the woods. Oh, I keep getting the repeated image of him running to the woods. Okay. So maybe he decided he wanted to go play and then he kind of got lost in the woods. Be within 2 miles. I keep getting a reference to the edge of the woods. And so he's still alive because I'm not using him to get this information.
Right.
Around in the woods like I can't find my way out. I'm stuck. And I said he's in a bush.
Okay. I went across a field of grass. I came up on some woods. Sure enough, I went in the woods and about 100 feet from where I was at. I think he was in some stickers. There's a lot of stickers and all there.
Tonight in our Missing series, a case that we have heard a lot about from our viewers.
He wants to take me down the road to like a neighbor's house or something. Like another farm. I also hear neighbor. He said he knows this guy. He knows him. And he's a neighbor. I don't know what the friends come in.
Suspect, 58-year-old James Brenner, who also happens to be Dylan's closest neighbor in the remote desert area of Lucin.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry I've been away, but let me just tell you, it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. Between the heat and readings and everything, I'm exhausted, so I appreciate you being patient with me and my channel and continue to watch the old videos and comment and all of that. I appreciate that very much to keep things moving along for us. As you know, because I do what I do, it is energetically draining, and I do kind of have my down times, but I'm continuously working, so it's hard to replenish. So I hope that you guys do understand that, and I appreciate you for understanding that. All the ways to support me are down below in the See More section. You have Tammy's page there. You have my friend's page that made this beautiful thing, her Etsy page. I am still behind on my products, but they are mediumship products and intuitive products, and they are getting done slowly but surely. So I appreciate your patience on that. If you still want to order, I am taking them, but I do need patience. The old podcast is down below. The merchandise link is down below, and all the ways to support me, including a booking link. I am booked out till January, but just so you guys know. So today we're going to be working on Rachel Morin. There's a lot of cases I want to work right now, but for some reason she's stuck in my head because I was seeing stuff happen to women a couple, or I don't know if it was this case or not, honestly, but a couple weeks ago, and there was a reference to Park and stuff. So I'm just wondering. Plus, I've been thinking about her a lot, so I don't know. I'm being pulled in that direction. So I feel like I go where I'm pulled. I go where I'm led. I'll never be able to work all the cases I want to work. I'll never be able to help everybody, but I feel like Spirit pulls me in the directions and the cases I'm supposed to work. So plus, I'm very curious. I'm very curious at this point, and to help my own curiosity, I'd like to see what Rachel has to say for herself. We share a similar name, but everybody calls me Rachel all the time. Anyways, so for those of you that are new here, welcome to the channel. And I just like to explain really quick of how I work. So Lizzie's going to be sitting in today. Tammy, we and her are still on a different schedule. Hopefully one day we can get our schedules back on track and she'll be sitting. But until then, Lizzie is going to be stepping up because we are doing this at almost 4 a.m. in the morning. Because everything is, you know, backwards with me right now in the heat. So information that I get can be past, present, and future, can be symbolic or have multiple meanings. Spirit loves to use symbolism. Sometimes it's literal, sometimes it's not. So sometimes they show things exactly how they are, and sometimes they just give me an idea of things, and sometimes, again, it's symbolic in a way, and sometimes it's literal. So they will use my references, experiences, how I relate to certain things, my symbolism, to try to explain what they're wanting to say. As I get information, Lizzie will confirm and validate what she knows. What she doesn't know, she'll just say yes to, as it will help the reading flow, and the energy of the back and forth will keep going. So my sitter is there to help confirm what she knows and just help me kind of go, so I don't sit here and second guess all night. So she's like the bounce back, like I'm giving somebody a reading. That is why I have a sitter, for those of you that ask. She does not need to know all the information. There's not all the information out there. There's not much information. So she will only give what is available, and that is all I really need. I just need someone to bounce off of. So she'll do that, and we will just continue on with the reading. Keep in mind that I can pick up stuff around the area, around the perp, around the victim, around the people in her life. Not everything that I get is directed directly at her. And we've learned this a lot, that I can pick up things in the area, especially interconnects, similar cases and things like that. There is actually going to be a link down below where you can learn more about interconnects and Autowrites. But that's just the way that I work. I do try to focus everything on her, but I am not in control in the end. I just give you guys what I get. So take what fits and resonates, and we will leave the rest and see where it happens to fit, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future or anything like that. So that's something to keep in mind. Sorry if I am swatting flies during this reading, but I have a lot right now. One is buzzing right now. It's getting fried. So keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. These are not factual. This is not factual information. This is only psychic medium impressions. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. Not that I can think of. So just keep in mind, I give what I get from Spirit, and that is all. Okay, I'm going to bring Lizzie on.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Long time no see, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So, okay. Already getting hot. Turn my fan around. My dog's like, why are you taking that off me?
That's my fan, Mama.
Yeah. Okay. But I just got like super hot all of a sudden. So
okay.
I turned off my air. I try to give it a break in the evenings, at least until about 5. So Usually I get hot when spirit's starting to come in. And I noticed too, I've been feeling a little like out of it sometimes. And I feel like she's going to be strong.
Okay.
Just because I feel that's her personality.
Okay.
You know, all spirits are different. Some are stronger than others. Some are clearer than others. Some communicate better than others. So we'll see. I mean, I think we saw that in Idaho 4. Maddie was very clear with a lot of the stuff. She was the one I was kind of drawn to. It's kind of a similar feeling here. Like, she's strong. So her energy could also make me feel a little
off.
And I felt I've got like major anxiety. Just say that. And I think she's been tugging at me because that's all I could think about for like 2 days. Anyways.
Okay.
So, I tried not to learn a lot about the case, but I do know little tiny details. And so I'm just scribbling on a paper while I'm trying to get information. These flies are driving me crazy. I feel like I'm struggling to breathe. I don't know. Okay, so it's I mean, it's obvious that she's a very attractive woman. It's obvious that she took really good care of herself. I feel to the point where maybe she was even kind of a fitness nut at times. I don't know if that it comes in like she's showing me like drinking fitness shakes and having a routine. She talks about having a routine. I think that feels like it's going to be important in this, is that she had a routine, something she did all the time. Like I feel like, you know, maybe she exercised at the same time every day or whatnot, but there's a reference to, again, I don't know if it's like health shakes or health food, but it seems like that's how she's kind of starting off, saying that she took really good care of herself. I don't know if she lifted weights. I hear weights, so I'm wondering if maybe she even went to the gym, or she had a home gym. I'm not really sure, but there's a reference to that. I feel like she comes across as she just always wanted to kind of, I mean, she never really had to do much to take care of herself, meaning that she just has that natural beauty and that natural way about her. Okay. But I mean, honestly, she looked great for having 5 kids, which I didn't know she had 5 kids. But the thing that she shows me is like her putting her arm around all of them. Like if they were all hugging her around her and she had her arm around them, that's how she's showing me as a vision of maybe the kind of mom she was. And maybe there might even be a time where she did hug all her kids at one time. But she's coming in with that and a love for her kids. And I hear I might not have been perfect, but I always tried to be the best mom I could be. I feel I mean, I don't know if this is kind of, I don't know if she wanted to get into modeling or if someone if she liked to take pictures or someone took pictures of her, but I keep hearing like a camera. That could relate to her life, or that could relate to the situation that we're going to get into. But I keep hearing like a camera going off, like someone taking pictures.
Okay. I did read that she did like to put like a lot of pictures of herself up, but would keep her kids off social media.
Yeah. Okay. Does she have like an Instagram?
Yes. And that's where a lot of the pictures would be put, was on Insta.
It's almost like she was trying to be like, an influencer or a model or something of that type, as to why maybe she was hoping to get noticed or something. I think that she was very protective of her kids in that way, but I don't think she thought about the dangers of it for herself.
Okay.
You have a bug in here. As long as it's not a beetle.
Yeah, right.
Like a moth
Have a
or
repeat.
something. I wonder if her supplements like gave her a lot of energy, because it's like almost like I feel like jittery or high strung. I don't know. Like high strung to the point where like I've got anxiety. But again, that could just be her energy. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Because she keeps talking about like fitness was important to her. Looking good was important to her. And, you know, but above all, her kids were most important to her. But I hear different dads. Do you know if she had different dads for the kids?
That I do not know. I looked, and from what I got, they don't even know if she was married before. There was like nothing put out and no info on any biological father of the children.
Okay. Because it's coming across that like all the kids didn't have the same dad.
Okay.
And she talks about like mistakes she made.
Okay.
But like as far as like relationships or maybe men she was with, but in the end she says they weren't mistakes because I had the kids, you know, I had my kids. Like I feel like even through it all, her kids were really important to her, and that's why she shows me the vision of her arms around her kids as symbolism for the kind of mom she tried to be or was. Like it's almost, it comes across as like she had a pretty good balance as far as you know, her kids and herself. Like there's a balance there between, it wasn't just all about her, it was about her kids too, but it just seems like there's kind of a healthy balance. But it sometimes she says like I don't know. I don't know what she means by this, but sometimes she's like relationships or things sometimes got in the way. Like
okay.
And us as single, I mean, people as single moms, like we can relate to that. Like I don't really know what she's trying to say with that. Oh, she says maybe I didn't always choose the best men. So it seems like she attracted some not so great men, but it comes across as like they wouldn't show their true colors until later. Or they would have a shady past. Like she seemed to be, it's almost like she comes across as saying like she just seemed to attract like the same kind of men.
Okay.
And that was, I think, because maybe she's talking about how like she just had a type, I guess. But I'd just be curious about the other people she dated or whatever, if they also didn't have a past. I know one thing I do know is her boyfriend did, and I honestly kind of don't feel like he's involved. I think it might be something to do with him becoming involved that sparked whoever maybe had feelings towards her or an obsession towards her to act on that. Because I kind of get the kind of feeling I was getting with Idaho 4, where it's like an obsessive, possessive feeling. And so I don't know if that means it's an ex or if it means it's like just someone that saw her and became attracted to her. But it's almost like they show me every time I get like an obsessive kind of case, I get like that Obsession Dark Desires show, because I can relate to it of different times where people have become obsessed and kind of, and I don't know, I in a way it she kind of makes me feel like she was like, she maybe feels like she was being watched, or she feels like there was things that were like off, or things that were happening, or she keeps showing me like maybe she's running into the same person over and over, or she feels like that's what she keeps showing me. It's almost like I see her, like, it might not be literal, but I see her like bumping into the same person, or like where she would go different places, like this person would be.
Okay.
And like that's kind of how it comes across. I don't think she ever took it as anything that could happen, but it's almost like, well, you know, it's a town where you're going to run into people. I don't know how small this town is. It doesn't feel like it's very big. Is this close to the border?
Yeah, because where the trail is, it's between.
Okay.
I guess you could go to PA or Merrill, like Baltimore. Like it's in Baltimore.
Because I got border right now. I heard border, so that tells me like it's bordering of two cities, two states, whatever. But what's interesting is in the Delphi Autowrites. Remember, I told you I got the passing Pennsylvania sign.
Yes.
I just don't know if that connects here, or it could connect to. It was like the Pennsylvania sign. So I just wonder if there's the person might be from Pennsylvania. I don't know yet. It kind of starts off slow, and as we get along into the energy, I'll get more.
Okay.
For people that are new, like that's what I notice happens. It'll start off really slow. But okay, I just heard I knew him. So I don't know if that means like I don't take it as like dated, but I may always misperceive, because like I can misperceive and misunderstand things. I forgot to mention that like perception's everything. I'm just trying to translate. So it's but I do hear that like I knew him, like she knew who he was.
Okay.
It's just so, I keep getting a reference to the school too. I don't know if it's her kid's school or like he connects to a school, but I keep getting a reference to a school. Like maybe he was around the school or lives around the school or something of that sort. You know, seriously? No, we're not doing that. You're not gonna come over here and start fighting. I'm getting kind of a headache right now, like a pulsating sort of headache. Hold on. They're about to be possessive over me real quick. All right. The schooler's repeating, so I don't know if somehow he's. All her kids go to the same school?
I'm not sure.
Or she said just say it, because I keep hearing the word teacher, but I don't know if it's just like the person connects to the teacher. I'm not saying that there's a teacher involved yet. I just hear the word teacher. And she keeps showing me like the kids at the school. So either he connects to the school or he was around the school. Or maybe she saw him watching at the school. Or maybe he lives by a school. I don't. I don't know. They're just, I feel really strongly about a school.
Okay.
And him either being by one or connecting to one in some way. But that I hear the word teacher and I'm sitting here second guessing and I heard her say, just say it. So whatever. Hopefully I can get more into who was involved in this, but for right now she keeps showing me the same thing over and over. I don't know if she ran with earbuds in or at least one earbud in. But I keep seeing her running and I keep seeing that. Now, I wonder if maybe she was also kind of, I don't know if she ran like in a sports bra too. But it's, this person was waiting for her in the tunnel. It's not like I see like him follow her. It's like he knows her routines and know where she's going to go. So either he was tracking her or she had the same sort of routine every day, or there's something of that nature to where he knew where she was going to be at that specific point in time.
Okay.
And he picked the tunnel because no one was going to see anything. That's the way that it comes across.
Okay.
And I keep seeing like, and I don't know if this is symbolic or not, but I keep seeing like a mask or someone that tried to hide their appearance. I don't know if a weapon was used. I feel like at some point, it's odd. It's like I almost, right when I get in the tunnel, it's like he was standing right inside of the tunnel.
Oh, wow.
The way that it comes across, or the way I'm perceiving it, is it feels like he was standing inside the tunnel. She came in and he kind of put his hand around her mouth, but I see a gloved hand.
Okay.
So this was planned. But like it doesn't feel like it was random in the way where I'm just going to go, hurt somebody on the trail. It doesn't come across that way. It comes across as this was planned. She was stalked. She was watched, and there was a sort of obsession. I don't know if the guy had it in his mind that they were a relationship, or she was his, or something of that nature.
Okay.
But I don't know how much like out there she was, because I'm wondering if he didn't follow her on Instagram, because it comes across as there's a social media connection. Like I'm getting a lot of cross references to Idaho 4 for some reason.
Okay.
Like I'll get similarities in cases, and it has to do with timing and stuff. But there's a lot of kind of like cross references to that I'm getting right now. But it's like she runs in the tunnel. I see a hand go over the mouth, and then it's like he subdues her some way. But there's a reference to I hear like I don't know, it's dark, so it's hard to see. It feels very brutal. Let's just say it feels very brutal. I feel hands were used. I feel my head is, and then I feel like my chest, like I can't breathe. So there's a reference to also some kind of weapon being used, because I can hear it like if it were to drop and hit the ground. And I don't know if that's the way of her showing me like there's a weapon used. I don't know if they found one there. I don't know. But because I see him wipe it off too. So it kind of reminds me of a knife, but I don't know if that's what it is. The way that it sounds when it hits the ground, that's kind of what I hear. But it comes across as very brutal. And like the back of my neck is hurting. So it's almost like I feel like from here, like to cover my mouth, like to here.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't know if that's right. because at the same time I see somebody coming forward at me. So I don't really know if she's just confused in the way that she's trying to explain what happened, or maybe she was from the back end, from the front at some point or other or another. It feels like as I'm trying to get the information, it's kind of all over the place at this point. Like a frenzied attack, a very brutalized attack. I feel like there was possibly a lot of blood. Because from what she shows me is there's like blood splatter like on the wall of the tunnel. And I'd like to know like how far in she got, because I feel like it was like in the beginning of the tunnel or like towards the front. That's how it comes across. Like right when she entered the tunnel, that's when the attack happened. That's how it comes across. Like someone was waiting for her.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because you would think she would notice if someone was following her or something like that. Like it doesn't come across, I mean, at that point in time, because I feel like she was being followed before that.
They did find the person who found her. They did say it was brutal. It was a brutal attack. He released some things out, and they did find a rock there that supposedly had a lot of blood on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I was getting like my head. Like I felt like I was hitting the head with something and felt like a rock. That would make sense. But I just wonder if there was more than one thing used. I don't know.
There very well could have been. I mean, they're not releasing a whole lot. I'm surprised that the guy who
it seems
helped
like the rock
locate her-
was. It seems like the rock was to to stop her or like to subdue her. Like, you know, if someone comes up and like they hit you with the rock, like that's how it starts. Like kind of what I got like in Gabby Petito. Like that's kind of how it comes across. And that's why I was getting the head. But I just keep hearing like something hit the ground. Now it could be the rock hit the ground or what. But you know what's odd about this is I keep pulling up a female around this.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why. I don't know if she's trying to say there was a female that was jealous of her. I mean, if we think about it, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that.
Just say it.
Well, I don't know, because like all day I keep going back and forth. Like, what if this wasn't a man? Like I keep like, what if someone was really jealous of her?
Yeah.
And if they were going to attack her, it would be you're hiding in the dark where she can't see you. She can't fight back. And you hit her over the head with the rock. And then you just start like a woman could do that.
Yeah. A woman could do that. Yeah.
I mean, and I could hear the dropping of could be the rock that I'm hearing drop. It just sounded more metal to me, but that could just be not like a literal thing. Because the weird thing is I can't see the person. I'm having a hard time seeing the person.
Yeah.
But when we go back to
more than one weapon, I mean,
when we go back to the school, who's around schools? Moms are around schools. I don't know. She's this beautiful woman. There might have been some jealousy here, maybe even over a man. Like the obsession can still come from a woman's point of view. Like,
yeah,
I'm having a really hard time seeing the person. But all day I've been thinking, like, could a woman have done this? Well, everybody's looking for a man. This was a wussy attack in a tunnel where no one can see what's happening, where she can't see what's happening, and someone's waiting in the wings. Who's going to do that? Men don't normally do that. If you think about it, if you see a lot of the people that attack are, you know, out in the open, or they're not really, they can be waiting, but it's more of something like a woman would do. I don't know. That's something that keeps coming to my mind that I kind of can't get out of my mind a little bit, which is, I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there are, you know, women that do commit murders, you know?
Yeah, I just always second guess it because I've never had it. I don't know what it looks like in a reading.
Yeah.
Because I've always had men. And I'm not seeing the perpetrator. That's what's irritating me. But it feels like the person connects to the school.
Okay.
Like, I can't get the school out of my mind. And, you know, I don't know how it is around there, but just from watching movies and stuff, sometimes you have those kind of mom groups, and you have the one that's like more jealous over the other, or, you know, I don't know what kind of school she's at. Just, I kind of get that vibe, like, from, I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, this will make me second guess this. That's really, because I'm getting a jealousy vibe.
Okay.
I mean, there's an obsession vibe. Don't get me wrong. There's an obsession vibe. Like an obsession maybe for, you know, when somebody gets jealous, sometimes it can turn into obsession kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you just dislike somebody so much. But I keep getting like someone was jealous of her because she keeps showing me like the way she looks, the life she had, like things that she did. Like there's someone that, like, it doesn't feel sexually motivated.
Okay.
Which I'd be curious if, I don't think anybody had time to do anything like that. Like it doesn't come across that way. I don't know. Like I'm not getting, it's more like just an attack. Like someone's waiting for her in the tunnel and someone attacks her and then they run off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, now she's showing me, I don't know. Because like there was this case that I watched recently, not similar to this, but maybe she's just showing me that women are capable. There was because I keep trying to go to a man and I can't see the perpetrator for some reason yet. I'm really struggling with that for some reason. It's but she's showing me this case of this woman that, like, I think she killed this other woman that she or unalived this other woman that she was living with or something, and dismembered her and like literally took her in a suitcase and took her down the street. It's nothing like this, but if a woman's capable of that, I guess a woman's capable of anything at this point. I mean,
True.
We see it. I mean, look at Valo. I mean, I guess we see the psychopaths in the women too. Because every time I get a woman, I like kind of second guess that. But I've never gotten a woman in a case, so I don't know what it looks like. It's not feeling like a male energy.
Okay.
And if you think about it, with as brutal as this was, it was personal. This was personal. This was someone that hated her. This is someone that hated her, that wanted to do damage, and was waiting to catch her off guard.
Okay.
I don't know. I wish she'd show me who the hell it was, though. But I don't know if she wasn't getting along with someone, or if there was words with someone, or I don't know. The way that it comes across is there is a I'm always afraid to say stuff because I'm afraid I'm gonna be wrong or misinterpret. But it's like I see somebody like going through like her Instagram and stuff. I'd be curious about the guy she was with, what his past was, like what women he was with or something. Because there's something about the relationship that spurred this. So it's either connected to him or connected to her, or because they were only together like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like this was a new relationship.
Yeah, that's what I got from it too. Like they just went, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook official, like a few days.
So it's almost, I'm just wondering if it's not also like connected at him. Like, I'd be curious at what his past women are like, if he has a past woman, you know.
Okay.
That would be really jealous of their relationship status. Are there trash cans out? I'm sure they've checked this. Do they have trash cans along that trail?
I am not sure, but usually trails do have them either at the beginning or the end. I don't know about during it, though. Like, I don't know if it's like throughout the trail, if they have any. Some do, some don't. Where are you getting something in a garbage can?
Yeah, it's like, you know how they have like those park but I keep getting it as blue, but I don't know if that's the right color. But you know how they have like those park trash cans? It's almost like I see it's kind of weird. It's like afterwards, it's almost like they're wearing something. I don't know if it's like clothes over, like it's almost like they strip down and into jogging clothes, put the clothes in a backpack and put it like in a trash or something. Like, that's how it comes across, so that they look like there was a regular jogger jogging out and there wasn't really blood on them because it was on all the clothes that they were covered up with. Like, that's how it comes across, because if you think about it, someone brutalizes someone this much, they're going to have blood on them unless they've covered themselves up.
Yeah.
And if someone really thought this out and really stalked her and learned her routine and all that, you don't think they're not going to get, you know, like, okay, let me cover myself up for this? Obviously.
Yeah.
I think they
or have
planned
a
it
change
up.
of clothes.
And it's almost like the person, I feel, parked. I don't think they live. God, I hope this is right. I don't think they live there. I think that they parked on the other side of the border. Because I keep crossing. I'm running like I'm jogging or I'm walking or something across the border to my car. So I'd be curious if there's not a parking lot on that side or somewhere else. But I feel like they were very, very smart about cameras and things like that.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna get anybody on cameras. They would have known this area, and I feel like, I mean, to me, this doesn't feel like anybody really stupid. This feels like it was somebody that was really smart. How the heck did that happen? That was really freaking odd.
What was it?
My fan got unplugged, but don't ask me how. I didn't touch it. No one else touched it. Okay. Just trying to tell me I don't need a fan. I do need a fan. I don't know.
She was wearing a black sports bra too.
Okay.
Yeah, asked if she had a before.
Did she take a picture of herself that day or something?
I am
or prior to that?
I'm not sure.
Why can't I see the perpetrator with this? Oh, it's one of those frustrating moments right now. Sometimes I see them clearly, like in Idaho 4, and sometimes I can't see them. Or I'm second guessing and I'm blocking myself. Which is also highly plausible at this point in time. It's just weird. I feel like it's someone that no one's expecting. I don't know. It comes across like if they find this person, like it'll be like a complete shock. But I keep getting like hair strand. I keep getting brown hair too for some reason. I wonder if they're gonna find a hair strand on her or something. I keep getting like a piece of like hair strand, but it's brown, but it's long.
Okay.
So that points. I don't know if this is right or not. I feel like I'm the only one saying man. I mean woman. Oh my goodness. Okay. I kind of want to pull cards on this. I don't know. I needed to clear my cards. I haven't done that in a while. I keep getting the repeated image of like someone running away with like a brown ponytail.
Oh wow.
I know. I don't know what that's about at all. But I mean, this was very personal. This was someone that, like I said, did not like her at all for whatever reason. Whether it be jealousy, and then jealousy turned into obsession, which turned into hate, like that kind of thing. Like that's how it comes across. It doesn't feel sexually motivated.
Okay.
It feels personal and directed at her. And I still like kind of bring the boyfriend into it, but that not that he had anything to do with it, but it might connect to their relationship in some way, shape, or form, or him.
Okay.
I also keep getting an A. I kind of like get like I keep hearing a name like Annalise, but I don't know if I'm hearing that right, if it's a connection or what, but definitely keep getting an A for some reason. And again, for some reason I want to connect it back to the school, and I don't know why she keeps taking me back to the school. Like I can hear kids playing. I can hear, like, I feel like I'm at the school. So I don't know if the person just like has kids at the school, or I don't really know like how that fits. It's just one thing that keeps coming in.
Well, it's got to be significant if it's repeating.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, all this stuff is repeating, but it's just odd because it's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it's not what you were expecting.
So because it's not what I'm expecting, I'm over here like second guessing it, you know. But then I keep being reminded of all these other cases where women were involved, and I don't know. I always hate to put stuff out and then like I'm totally off track. Especially lately, things have been kind of weird. But can't be right all the time, I guess.
Well, I'm sure you're not off track.
There's also like I get like a Leslie and a Lauren. I don't know why both of those are coming in. I don't know. Again, these could be connections or even different cases when it comes to that kind of stuff. But from this attack, it feels like pure hatred, or pure like I just need to do away with you because you're in the way, or you are a like they just don't like them. They think, I don't know if she thinks she's a snob, or they think she's a snob. They think she's too, like, just the energy she puts out. But it's more than that. But I'm just saying that's how they kind of feel towards them. It's like, you know, if you could pick out stuff that you don't like about a person, like that's what they were doing in their mind. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I mean, this was planned like to the T. Like this feels like a planned attack. Like this doesn't feel like I'm some random guy. I see a woman running and I'm going to go attack her. Like it doesn't come across that way. It comes across as I planned to the T. Where I parked, what I wore, what I did, everything was meticulously planned for like a little bit. Like she keeps taking me back to that relationship. So I don't know if something happened like within the last 2 weeks, or I don't know. There's some kind of, I hear confrontation. So I don't know if there was a confrontation somewhere.
Okay.
But I get a lot of like hatred around this. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope,
Dog
you're all right.
barking starting to stir around. I don't know. I don't get a male energy on this.
Okay.
Which is not what I freaking expected.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
But it's plausible. She was only 5'2". She weighed like 107 pounds or something like that. So, if somebody's hiding and waiting, and
that's what it feels like. They were waiting in the tunnel, but they knew her routine. Like she did. I feel like she went the same way all the time. She had a certain way that she ran. Like that's how it comes across.
Okay.
I just want to pull a suspect card. I need to see if it matches real quick, and then we'll see if I can get more. Oh my gosh. And if it's someone that works out like her, like say she knows them, because I know them. It's not a stranger. But it's weird because when she was showing me like bumping into someone, she kept showing me bumping into a guy. So I don't really understand that, but at all.
Could it maybe be like a male energy who was obsessed with her, and maybe
the female
was yeah.
Maybe. And if this isn't good, I'll just cut this part out. If I remember, last time I didn't. I cut out the wrong part, or I only cut out half of it. Okay, that's really weird. I got female and male.
Okay.
I don't know, but I did pull the serial killer card. I don't know how accurate these cards are now. If I would have kept pulling, I would have got serial killer. But there's a couple female and male. But I also got like other stuff like bloodline, child. I don't know. Those are weird cards. Parental figure. But she was a parental figure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that means like parental figure of her kids. Like someone connected to one of her exes, maybe. I don't know. Because there's a female, male, and a couple on here that I pulled. So it could... I don't know. I was starting to wonder if there wasn't more than one person. But... I just feel so out of whack. Well, I did pull the female card, so maybe I'm not tripping out. But I also pulled the male card. I don't know.
Maybe the male card is for maybe whoever, like with the female, like being jealous, maybe.
Well, it says it's parental figure and child, so it makes me wonder if it's not someone connected to. If it's not someone connected to one of her kids, like the girlfriend of the ex or something like that, maybe.
Okay. That makes sense.
According to the cards. Because I got couple, male and female, parental figure, child.
Okay.
The military card came in, but I don't know if there's anybody in the military. So anyways, I'm gonna try to see if I can get any more. I really thought like things would be clearer, but it could be me. It might be me. It might not be necessarily her. Because nothing's for me is really clear lately. It could be just my energy's all off whack because I don't know. Also, it's a very new case, so she might not be settled. She might sometimes when you do new cases like this, the energy is very weak. You know, I usually like to give a week or so, and I don't even think it's been that. So, that could be a lot to do with it. Like she's still trying to
transition.
Adjust and transition to being on the other side. I at least like to give them a week. There's no time on the other side, but there is here, but still I like to give them time. I don't like to just start bothering them right away. So that could be some of it, like the energy, but it's just been bugging me so much. But it kind of makes me wonder there's not a female involved just because of what I've been thinking all day. Like every time I would try to go to a male, it was like it would get wiped off and I would bring in a female. Like, which when we think about it, it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It feels like it's someone that she knows. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's a stranger. I wish this was as easy as like when I'm watching Medium and I know who it is before she does. Like, why can't it be like that in real life? Like, for real. Ugh, I sit there, yell at the screen like, I know what happened, and yet I can't do that in my own case. I don't know. It's just different. But yeah, it comes across as, and it might be connected to her ex, because I kind of get that vibe. Not necessarily her ex, but maybe someone maybe her ex was still hung up on her or something, and the woman wanted her out of the way. I don't know. It's kind of odd because I'll just tell you guys what I'm seeing, and then maybe you guys can take it however you want to take it, perceive it however you want to perceive it. So it's like someone is waiting in there. I don't feel they're very big. I feel they're taller than her. Like I'm getting like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
Which also would make sense for a height of female. But they don't seem really tall. They don't seem big. Like usually whenever I get a male, I get someone that's big, but they're dressed like I can't see them. Not only is it dark, but I feel like maybe they're covered up in some way, shape, or form. Either they got a jacket with a hood on and pants or something like that. Just to kind of hide who they are. But it's almost like they were waiting there for quite a while. I hear trail, so I don't know if maybe they took a certain trail that we don't know about, like we didn't think about, not the same trail, like to get there, maybe where they weren't seen. And maybe I hear early, like maybe they got there early. But they knew like what time she came through that way whenever she would run, because I feel like they watched her. I don't know if she posted like where she went, what she did on her Instagram, like where she ran at, but regardless, this person knew that about her, whether it was from stalking her, watching her, whatever, because I do feel like someone is watching me. I feel like they're watching my Instagram. I feel like I hear the word friends, like maybe they were, I know it seems weird. So anyways, I see her like I can see the back of her running. So, cause I see her sports bra and everything. I don't know if she was in all black, if she had like, but I see like the waist up.
Okay, yeah. She had a sports bra with a black sports bra, black tank top on, black shorts, and gray shoes.
Yeah. So it's like I see her running like that. And it's almost like right when I get in the tunnel, I'm attacked. But it's so dark I can't see anything. But there was enough light from the tunnel for the person attacking to know what she was doing, but still, she was caught off guard. I don't feel like she was dragged in there. I feel like she was attacked in there. Like, that's how it comes across. If she was dragged in there, they would be able to know that.
Okay.
I just don't feel like it's almost like like I said, it feels the way that it comes across is it comes across like I'm waiting. I know you're coming kind of thing.
Okay.
And whether she went in there right before, like she passed through, I don't know. I feel like she was tracking her in some way, or it's kind of odd. You know how like people can put like track my phone, or I don't know if she had her phone with her. The vision I'm getting, and I don't know if it's symbolic, I don't know if it's literal or not, but it's like, you know, when you're looking on your phone and you see like a little dot moving, like you're tracking it. It was like that. But you know, people can put like trackers on people now. So who knows why I'm getting that.
I'm wondering if you said that, you know how you said like you're seeing somebody go through Instagram friends.
Yeah.
I wonder, you know, like that Snapchat app that has your location on it if you choose to share it. I'm wondering if maybe it was like what you're getting, like a friend that maybe they shared the same app or and saw her location.
Sorry, I think one of the kids got up and the dogs act stupid.
I don't know. Does Instagram have shared location or no? I know Snapchat does. I don't know
I think they
much about
all do.
Insta.
I think Facebook does too. Like in Messenger, I think you can turn on your location or something like that. But it's weird. It's like I see like someone holding a phone and like the dot moving. So somehow I feel like she was being tracked.
Okay.
And I just don't know if you can do that through social media, or if like, you know, they have people have like Apple tags and stuff now they can put on people. We talked about that. So
Yeah.
I mean I don't know where they would put it on her if she's running, but I don't really know, unless I don't know if she walk to this trail.
No, she drove her car.
She drove this, right? She drove this trail, right? Because it feels like she drives and then she parks and then she gets out and runs. Like that's her routine.
Yeah. She parked at a certain entrance. So when you had said like that, it seems like they came in at like a different entrance or wherever the perpetrator came in from. It seems like you must be right with hitting that, because it said her car was parked at the way they sounded, it made it seem like it was parked like there's multiple entrances into this park.
Yeah, because it's like I get the car and I get her parking and driving. That's why I was like, I'm wondering if she drove and then she left her phone in the car, so they tracked her that way. I don't know, but or sometimes I don't know if she like had anything she listened to, because sometimes those iPods, I don't know.
Well, I guess the police did put a thing out that like not to go running with ear pods in. And a couple of her pictures that I did, or one of her pictures I saw, it was like, it looked like she was going to work out or maybe go for a walk or whatever, and she did have ear pods in.
It's just weird whenever I try to like connect to the person that did this, although I can't. I'm having a hard time seeing them. I don't get, it's like weird, like I don't get like a big male energy. That's why I think maybe being hit with a rock is more of a female thing to do. I mean, not saying that men don't do it, but I'm just saying if a female was going to attack a female, you know? And it was personal.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of rage and anger. It just feels like they were there waiting and then they attacked. I feel like she was attacked in the tunnel. I might be wrong on that, but that's the way that it comes across. But, you know, I do keep seeing a woman in a brown ponytail.
Okay.
And she's got kind of like a pointier nose. And, like, I keep getting like I know them.
Okay.
And it's weird. She's giving me all female names too. She's not giving me any male names.
Yeah.
But I don't know where those female names fit at all. But it is almost like I keep seeing that over and over, like her running into the tunnel, and that's when she's like surprised and attacked. But it's like somebody put this plan together. Like there's a plan. Like I feel like the person, it's almost like, okay, I'm just gonna go out the other way. But I don't know if there's like maybe no cameras because I keep getting the border. Like I want to cross over. That's why I'm wondering how close this was to the border. If it's half and half, because it kind of comes across that way. Like there's part of the park on one side and part of the park on the other. And then it's almost like this person is coming from the Pennsylvania side, the side, whatever's on the other side.
Okay.
For some reason. Because it's like I get her down here on this side, but I get the perp on the other side.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like they like come from an opposite direction.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the trail, but from what I read, it does sound like it's on the border between PA and Maryland.
And that would mean that she, like, this is a border town and, like, she lives on the border town? Is that what that would make this area?
I think, yeah, because she was on the Maryland side, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But there's a reason I got border.
Okay, so it says the Ma and Pa Trail is 6.25 mile multi-purpose rail trail. It follows the path of the old MA and PA Railroad through Hartford County, Maryland. It contains 3 linked trails, 1 unconnected, with plans to bridge the gap in the middle, bringing the total length to 10 miles.
Does that mean that parts on one side and parts on the other? I still don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means, like. Yeah, I keep trying to pick up a male energy around this, and I'm not. This is tripping me out a little bit. She shows me brown eyes too. You're getting feedback on that side. You don't have your TV on, do you?
No.
I hear EVPs on your side.
No. My mom took the dog out, but she's back in her room. Nobody's like up and moving.
It sounds almost like a TV.
Let's see. We get a lot of EVPs when we.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Oh, it might be an echo. Seems to come in after I talk. Okay. Does she have like younger kids? Do you know?
Yes, she does have younger kids. I saw a brief photo of all, a rare photo of all 5 of them. I don't know where it came from, but 2 do look younger.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out too. My dogs, every time Eli comes out or goes to the bathroom or something, they act like idiots. Because she keeps showing me like the younger kids. I don't know if 2 of them that are younger are kind of close together, like within a couple years of each other.
They do look like they're maybe like a year to a year and a half apart, the 2 younger ones.
Okay, that's what she's showing me. And they're the ones that she's worried about the most. Is there one that's around 5? I keep getting 5. So I don't know if that's other than the 5 kids at the there might be a... She keeps telling me 5. I know that there's already 5 kids, but I won't ever give you guys anything unless I get it. So she keeps motioning 5. I don't know if there's a 5-year-old. And I don't know if there's a birthday coming up or just past as well, because she's giving me birthday cake, birthday candles. But the 2 smallest ones she's kind of worried about, because she feels like they won't remember her. She feels like they're going to grow up without their mom. They're not going to remember her. And she hopes that the family will keep the memory alive of her. And she wants them to know that she loves them. So I don't know if they'll ever see this, but I feel like they were very sheltered from, you know, like you said, like she didn't post them on social media and stuff like that. Like she knew the dangers that were out there. I just don't think she associated with herself. Like she thought she was a big girl and she could handle it. Like she's in shape. But when you're caught off guard in the way that she was, because all day I kept seeing a rock coming at my head. And that's why I was getting the head at the beginning and kind of like the disorientation. But then it just came from that. Now I don't know what that sound is unless somebody dropped something. It could be somebody dropped something, they don't realize they dropped it, and it hit the ground, and I'm getting the echo of the tunnel. That's very possible. Yeah. But there was, I feel like, a weapon used, which it might just be the rock. It wouldn't take much.
Yeah.
And it feels like it was a readily available kind of thing. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they brought it with them from somewhere, maybe somewhere on the trail. Like picked it up on their way, is the way that it comes across.
Okay.
But she hopes that the family will always keep her memory alive. And she doesn't want people to focus on her passing, what happened to her. She knows that it's tragic. She wants them to celebrate her in the ways that she made a difference in their lives. So all the memories that she had with her kids, there's something about swimming I keep picking up too, but I don't know what that is. But she wants to be remembered for the person she was, not what happened to her.
Okay.
I get that a lot from Spirit. They always want to be remembered for the person that they are and how they were to their, their kids or their family or whatever, because I think a lot of times we get so focused on what happens to them that we forget that they're not defined by the way that they left this world. We're not defined by that. But a lot of people, I think, focus on that and they forget, so that's why in my readings, I always try to bring personal things up, because they are people and they do want to be remembered as people. And, this has got to be a female. I'm not picking up a male at all. And literally, I think they're going to catch him, because I keep seeing a female with brown hair. She's kind of all disheveled at this point because it looks like she's kind of gone through a little bit. Like, I can see her now, but not good enough to draw her. I don't know. Maybe I can do a composite, but she shows me this woman behind bars in orange. Her hair is brown, and it's like, how people, I mean, my hair's disheveled right now, but like maybe they have a lower ponytail or something, and their hair is out everywhere and they're kind of disheveled. Mm-hmm. I get kind of more of a rounder face. I do get brown eyes. Why are you showing me her now? Show me her before. She said I was blocking it. Okay. Because I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. So I've been blocking it out. There's a female that's going to go to... that's what she shows me. She shows me... And there's a month of April that comes up. I don't know if that's next April or if it connects to her and her family in some way. It might be a name. I don't know. But she keeps showing... It's kind of weird because April comes in when I see her. I don't know if that means her name's April. I don't know. I'm trying to explain what she looks like. Her face is a little bit rounder. She looks like hell at this point when I'm seeing her, because I'm seeing her in jail. So she's dressed in orange, which is always my symbol. It doesn't matter if the jail has orange or not. It's just my symbol for... Sometimes it's literal, they are orange, but it's my symbol for jail time. But there's somebody in jail. Everybody is gonna flip out when this comes out.
Okay.
She says there's twists and turns. Like there's going to be twists and turns that lead back. But she says, also, I'm getting a camera. The person thought they were smart about not getting on camera, but there's a specific camera somewhere that caught them.
Okay.
And there's also reference to a liquor store. But this girl looks like jacked. She looks like she's been through hell at this point when I'm getting this. Now I'm not questioning it so much because she's like burning it into my brain. She kind of looks similar to you, Lizzie, but sorry. I'm just trying to reference somebody I know, okay?
All right, listen, I live in PA. I don't know if you could get to this trail from PA, so let's not say
I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying like your colored hair, okay? But brown eyes, not like green like yours or hazel, but they come across like, you know how they showed me the eyes for BK, like they kept showing me the blue eyes. They keep showing me brown for this person. But I'm talking about like the shape face.
Okay.
The shape of your face, but the nose might be a little bit pointier. But I'm just saying like your features are similar.
Okay.
But her hair is way more disheveled and she looks all jacked up at this point because I don't know if she's been in jail for a while when I'm getting this, or she just is having a tough time. Like I feel also mental illness. And that might be, when somebody like that might be bipolar kind of, it comes across as like maybe someone that's a little bipolar, or there's like a up and down kind of thing with their mental illness. But
okay.
But she kind of also like kind of draws a line to like Lori Vallow, like personality wise.
Okay.
So this person may, but I feel like this person could be two different people. Like this person it comes across as someone that can really stab you in the back, but be really nice to your face. And maybe that might be how she was to her, is that she was really nice to her face, but then ultimately stabbed her in the back. Because it comes across as like people don't really know the real her.
Okay.
I am not getting a man at all. I mean, now they're showing me this woman in jail. So I'm kind of taken back a little bit because that's not how I went into this. And usually if it turns out different than what I go into it with, it's usually right too. Well, I hope it is anyways. I just wonder if somehow it connects back to, like I said, it connects back to like a man she's been with.
Okay.
Or a man that's like also had like a liking to her or something. There's definitely like feels like jealousy here. Like jealousy turned obsession, turned to hate, turned to like now I can see it. See, I feel like if there was a man involved, she'd be showing me a man in jail right now.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be showing me this person in orange, like in their mugshot is basically what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Just without the numbers. I feel like she's gotten a little frustrated with me a little bit because I've been second guessing this whole reading. I don't know why I'm getting the name Caden or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that connects to someone at all in this case. It kind of feels like it would be a kid's name, but I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah, her kids' names weren't even listed, so
yeah,
I couldn't even
hard to validate that. Yeah. It's just
So I don't know if these trails are actually like connected yet, or if they're working on it, or if you could like get to the PA side, but it says, where can you access the trail? And it says that there's ample parking at all trailheads and at 2 spurs along the Bel Air section. So there's definitely more than, it seems like
I'm wondering if she's just, so it could be she's giving me the border because it's very close to the border, or the fact that maybe this person parked at like the furthest part close to the border or something. I don't know. But the border seems significant for some way. I wonder how far of a drive it is from the border. Like maybe the person lives in PA.
Yeah, I'm not.
Definitely, though, I feel like the person came from a different trailhead. She just said the word drama.
Okay.
So, I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's going to be drama around this case, or there's just drama around like the person's drama. Like she's a dramatic person, you know?
Okay.
But it feels like that she's like, she's going to act normal, and then I don't know, it's like almost like she starts spinning or something, but I feel like no one's going to suspect anything.
Okay.
I can't get a lot on her. It's just, that's the first time I've seen her, and like, I can see her very clearly. Like I said, she has similar features to you. Not that she looks like you. Just the features are similar. Like the face shape and everything.
Okay.
Like if you imagine yourself like more disheveled with like your hair down and like you've been through hell and that.
How bad it is.
And she's not as pretty. I mean, I think at one point maybe she was really pretty, but I just, for some reason, she just looks jacked up right now. And that might just, it's just, I keep thinking like I'm going to pull a male, and I'm just not pulling one. I did not go into this like thinking this was going to happen, but I've been thinking about like female like all day when I thought about this. I kept thinking, wait a second, you know? I hope I don't know. I hear the word like frenemy, but she told me like in the beginning, like I knew this, like I know this person, or I know them. Like it's not. I also hear the name Diana, which is weird. So just hang on to all these names. They might be connections. They're giving me all female names, which is really weird too.
Okay.
Connections, other cases, whatever. These are names I've never gotten before. I just wonder if she even had a lot of female friends. I feel like maybe a lot of females were jealous of her, but at the same time, I get like a clique. Like, I don't know if they're like workout friends, or like, you know, she had like mom workout friend kind of thing.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like she was all into being friends with a lot of women, but I don't know. I'd be curious what color those trash cans are around there. I keep getting like a blue trash can. You know how they have like the trash cans and they have the thing on top, like around? Do they even have those there? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
so that when you put the trash in, like it's not open, like it's like a little hole you put the trash through.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep seeing like a blue one of those, which is kind of weird that it's blue. But she also shows me fire. So I don't know if like this person's burned something of evidence, or I don't know. But I do keep getting like a brown strand of hair.
Okay.
That I keep picking up. And maybe the person thought like she didn't leave anything, but maybe she did.
Well, hopefully she was able to, wasn't like taken off guard so bad that she wasn't, you know, at least hopefully maybe she was able to somehow fight back and maybe.
It seems like there might be a little bit of fighting. I mean, there might be possible DNA. Like I keep getting a reference to like her nails or something like that. There might be. The thing was, this person was really covered. So, but there's a reference to like the other person's neck or something. I also get my hair yanked at some point, but I don't know. This, like, it felt completely off base, and then I don't know. She just shows me that mugshot like over and over and over. So it's got to be. I'm not picking up a male at all. Like, this can't be in my mind as much as it's repeating.
No, it's definitely repeating.
And I don't feel like I don't know. I can't pick up a male no matter how hard I try, so I just don't think it was a male. I just don't think so. She keeps reminding me of all these cases where women were involved because I never have had one before. I've seen them. Like, I don't know why she keeps bringing up the case of the one where like it was like a couple, but they like kidnapped that pregnant girl.
Oh yeah.
And they found her deceased, and the woman was like all involved in that. Like, they keep bringing up. I don't know why she's like making parallels to these cases, unless it's just she's trying to show me that they will reference other cases to kind of sometimes show me similar people involved. But it comes across as I don't know. I hope I'm right on this. Watch it be like a man and like somebody that I'm not seeing.
A man with a ponytail.
A man with a ponytail. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The energy doesn't feel manly either. And the mugshot, I'm not getting a man's mugshot.
No, you're getting a female.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm really pulling anything else. I'm freaking burning up over here. So I don't know. You know, you guys always second guess, but hopefully it's right. I'm not perfect, but we'll see, huh? Guess we'll see. So thank you for hanging out with us, liking, subscribing, being around. We appreciate you.